What is up, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? So if you haven't seen the news, we might have full-on gang wars in Colorado. If you haven't seen it, I saw this on the news the other day. Something in my mouth. In my nose. My body's betraying me. If you haven't seen it on the news the other day, there's something about some Venezuelan gangs are taking over basically a whole, is that Aurora, Colorado? I'm gonna say, I think that's what it is. And they basically taken over the city, or trying to take over the city, whole apartment complexes and everything like that. Which obviously for the people who live there can't be very fun. You know, get the fuck out, move away, move out, go somewhere else. I understand that might be where you live, but there's no point in trying to fight that if you're just a person living in an apartment. Here's where the story becomes interesting. I mean, obviously it sucks for people, but here's where the added layer of this comes. You know, gangs, city, the added layer, the top part of the bread. But the added layer to this, the top part of the bread, the second layer of bread, is the fact now that there's apparently reports that the Hells Angels and another biker gang, I don't actually know which, I don't remember, I read it somewhere, and I don't want to say vandal, it's not sound right, but somebody else, another biker gang are just riding to Aurora, I'm probably saying it wrong, to self-police this, which sounds like, whatever, it's a biker gang going to clear out some people, some gangs from, you know, taking over apartment complexes. But actually, when you look at the underlying factor of this, if this is a cartel gang taking over a city, now you have a 1% biker gang coming to police it, kill, clear out, whatever you want to call it, and another one, you got multiple 1% biker gangs, which, let's be honest, have a reputation for drugs and violence and guns, whatever reputation you want to pin on them, at one point was probably pretty true. Not saying they are or not trying to offend anybody here, you know, not trying to make any 1%ers mad, but the stereotype is, you know, violent gangs. If you really put the two and two, the math of this together, you have, if it's true, let's just say, again, hypothetical, if it's a cartel gang and a 1% gang, you could potentially have gang wars in the middle of Colorado, which is a crazy thing to actually think about. And who knows what actually happens with this? You know, do they all ride there and then nothing happens, or does nothing happen in general? Is just over-reported and making big deal out of it because it is, you know, the Hells Angels. They have a big name to them. They're a very well-known gang, motorcycle club, and you know, this could potentially be big, but I don't know, man. It's when you get to the point where you have, if this is true, if you have two rival or competing motorcycle clubs joining together to go ride somewhere else, you know, cover thousands of miles to go to a city to self-govern or over-govern a immigrant gang or whatever it is, it's big. I mean, you never want to see, this sucks with people who live in that city, because what the fuck are you gonna do? If you're in one of the apartment complexes, they're running through with guns, trying to who knows, steal the places, control everything. It's gotta be fucking scary. Not exactly a place you'd want to be right now, I don't think. I wonder if Brian 636 is watching this. He's pretty good about the whole motorcycle news thing, a motorcycle gang stuff. I don't know, you guys tell me, what do you think of this? Do you think it's over-reported? Do you think this is just because it's, you know, the Hells Angels and it's a big name that it's getting publicity or whatever it is? Or do you think this is actually going to be you know, gang wars? You tell me, comments down below. What do you think?